monitoring, right? And then you have monitoring. So guys, monitoring will be done by which service? CloudWatch, right? So CloudWatch, so if you want to see the CPU utilization for this EC2 instance, just come to the monitoring part and then do you see the CPU utilization? So it was 32%, and then it is coming down because we don't have any activity there. So do you see this here? 310, 315, 20, 25, 30, 35. That meaning what type of monitoring is this? Basic monitoring. Okay. So you can see the disk reads and then network in, out, and everything. You can see it over here. Tags, you know this. Every understood this tabs, guys? What you can check there? Should we go ahead and quickly launch Windows EC2 instance also? How to do that? Click on launch instance. And now here, call it as Windows instance. Browse here. Select free tier. Guys, for Windows, which one I said? Do you see this Microsoft Windows Server 2022 base? Select that only. Select it. Rest everything will be the same. T2 micro, select 9am batch, edit it. This time should we put it in 1B? Yes, it's up to you. You can put it in anywhere. Auto assign public IP enable. Firewall, select default only. Don't create a new one. Rest everything should be fine. Okay. Advanced details. If at all you want to do something here, you can change all these things. Otherwise, keep it default. And then number of users, 1 is fine. Launch it. So guys, Windows instance has been launched. So let it get launched. So now Varun is asking, why don't we create new security group? You should remember our security group topic. That's a big no, not now. Okay, so should we go ahead and try to connect to the Linux instance now, guys? So in order to connect to the Linux EC2 instance, what is the first thing that we should check? In order to connect to the Linux EC2 instance, okay, yeah, public IP, that will take it. But yes, we need to check in the security group whether the port has been opened or not. Guys, remember, this is the thumb rule. Whenever you are not able to connect to the EC2 instance, the first thing that you should check is security group. Was that? Security group. So now this Linux EC2 instance work on which protocol? SSH. So we need to make sure that SSH is open on the security group, no? Yes. So which is the security group that is assigned to this Linux EC2 instance? Do you see this here? Default security group. On the left side, let's go to the security group, right? And then go to inbound rules. And how to add it? See here, guys. Edit inbound rules, add rule. Which is the rule that we should select? SSH. And then source should be my IP. And then save. Do you all understood how to enable the rules on the security group? That's it. Now let's try to connect to the Linux EC2 instance. So in order to connect to the Linux EC2 instance, I told you what is the tool that we should use? PuTTY. So you just need to download the PuTTY from the internet. It's very, very simple. Go to Google and then say it as download PuTTY. Okay. So go to PuTTY URL and then do you see this here? Download PuTTY. Right? So here, not MSI. This, do you see this here? PuTTY.exe. So you want this URL? I'm putting it for you. So use this URL and then download that putty. Okay. Nice. So once you download that putty, it will be like this for you. If you open that putty, it will be like this. But did I tell you that putty supports PEM file? No. So what is the thing that I told you? So we need to convert this PEM file to PPK file. We need to convert this PEM file to PPK file. How do you convert that? If you come down, do you see this puttygen? Do you see this puttygen? So download that puttygen. Simply open that puttygen. Guys, this is how we need to convert. Please see it, everyone. Repeating is see here. Everyone, it's very easy to convert. Guys, everyone concentrate here, please. So I'm converting the PEM file to PPK. How you see this? Open the putty generator, click on load, okay, and then go to your PEM file. Do you see this here? Here at the bottom, select all files. Then you can see your PEM file here. Just navigate your PEM file and open it. Do you understand what I did? Simply I clicked on load and I have opened that PEM file. That's it. And now save private key. That's it. Click on save private key, click on yes. And then here call it as 9 a.m. batch.ppk. That's it. That's it. This is only one time. You know to do again and again. Everyone understood how to generate, how to convert PEM to PPK? Non-IT, guys, responses, please. Everyone understood? You're doing it now, huh? Okay, good. So that is how you now you are ready with the putty and then a PPK file. Should we go and connect it now? So open our putty, okay, and then do you see this IP? Do you see this here IP address? So we need to keep the IP address. So which IP address that we should use it here? Public IP or private IP? Public IP. Select the public IP and put it over here. And do not change anything. On the left side, do you see this SSH? Expand SSH, select auth. Expand SSH and select auth. And here, do you see this browse? Click on browse and select that PPK file. Today, I'm showing it again. So put the IP address here, public IP, expand SSH, select auth, browse your PPK file. Everyone understood? So I'm changing the little bit size, bigger, some bigger size. So guys, now I have selected, I put the IP address, I have expanded SSH, select auth, and then select the PPK file. Now I just click on open and click on accept. What is the default username for your Linux EC2 instance? EC2 minus user. Enter. Guys, congratulations. Now you are on to the Linux EC2 instance. Now from here, you can practice any kind of Linux stuff. Okay. You can create files, you can do whatever you want, all your Linux machines. Everyone understood how to launch a Linux EC2 instance and connect to it? Super. Now, should we go and try to connect to the Windows EC2 instance? Good. So for Windows EC2 instance, you don't need to download anything. In your laptop, you already have something called RDP. So go to that. So go to search and then put this remote desktop. You will get it here. Okay. So I open remote desktop. Same thing. We need to put the IP address, no? So select the Windows instance and grab the public IP and put it over here. And then click on connect. Guys, now it says initiating remote connection and it is going on and on and on and on. Now it says remote desktop can't connect to the remote computer. What is the problem here, guys? See this? This is how you should be able to troubleshoot it. So whenever you see these kind of errors, guys, did we added any protocol port number? No. So go to security group and go to inbound roles and then add role. Which is the rule we need to add? RDP. Where is RDP? RDP and then my save. Super. Now come back and try to connect it. Now it is able to connect. So now, what is the default username? Administrator. Correct. And how do you get the password? Guys, for Windows, it's here. Right click and then do you see this get Windows password? Do you see this? For Windows EC2 instance, directly you can get the password from here. Get Windows password. And it is asking for to give 9 a.m. batch PEM file. Choose it. And then where is that 9 a.m. PEM file? Do you see this? Do not select PPK because it is Windows machine. Select PEM file and then decrypt it. Do you see this big nasty password, Bluetooth password? I'm doing it again. See here, guys. How to retrieve the password of the EC2 instance? Right click it, get Windows password. So choose PEM file, 9 a.m. batch and decrypt it. You are getting the same password again and again. Got it? Everyone understood, guys, how to retrieve the password? So paste it here. And then, okay. Click on yes. Guys, congratulations, you are on to the Windows EC2 instance. It is same as like your server or laptop. So you can, if you wait for a minute, your desktop will get loaded here. This is how you launch the Linux and Windows EC2 instances, and this is how you will be connecting it. Any questions still here? Do you see this here, guys? So this is your normal thing. So where you open your file, you can do whatever you want to do. You can do it. Do you see this here? In select this PC, and what is the size of this EC2? What is the size of the guys? This is the C drive. C drive is nothing but our root volume only. No, this is 30 GB. So you can open. Can you access internet here? Yes, you can access internet here. But this, if you are accessing internet from here, don't be smart that I can go and launch an EC2 and connect internet from here. Guys, if you connect the internet from here, that meaning who's so this is AWS provided internet. So don't be over smart. So you will be charged if you use internet here. Okay, but not that much. But here the only thing is it possible to access your internet from your EC2 instance? Answer is yes. You can download, you can install whatever. It's yours thing now. Okay. Yeah. And also, guys, this putty we are using putty. PuTTY is the not only tool that you should be using to connect your Linux EC2 instance. There are many tools available. There are many tools available. Okay. So if you have Git Bash also, from Git Bash, you can use it. Right? So you can use the Git Bash also. You can use any terminal also. Guys, those who have Mac machines, there is no Mac machine is built on Linux only, right? You open your terminal, guys, those who want to connect directly from the command. So this is how you should do it. Go to Linux EC2 instance. Do you see this? Go ahead and click on connect and use this command to connect from your terminal, from your Mac terminal, open it, and then go to the place where you have your PEM file exists, go to that directory path, and then run this command in order to connect to your Linux machines. Okay. Understood, sir. When we are running Windows instance, then Windows UI is coming, but not for coming Linux. Babu, Linux GUI is not supported here. Why do you need GUI for Linux? That Zamana is gone. Gupta. So here we are using Red Hat and it doesn't support GUI. Unless you have a separate AMI for this, so normal, this one will not support. Clear? So guys, here on Linux, if you want to do any kind of things like changing the password, etc., it is all about your Linux skills. You can add users here. It is up to add user, right? So sudo -s. You need to know Linux things if you want to handle it. Whatever inside the EC2 instance that AWS will take care. Yeah, whatever. Right? AWS is not worried about what you do inside the EC2 instance. To changing the password, adding the user, etc., should be done by you, Chandru. Okay. Can you show us how we can connect to Git Bash, sir? I don't have Git Bash, but if it is Git Bash, open the command, open the terminal like this, Git Bash. Go to the path where you have a PEM file, copy this, and paste it here. That's it. Okay, guys. Everyone understood? Now we know how to connect it. Any other questions still here? All good? Do you reach me? Okay. Not now, see, they hold on for that. Okay, so now if you go to the actions, let's see what we do it from the actions here. Okay, so now you know very well if you want to connect from here, you can click on connect, guys. You can. It's not a recommended way you connect from here from this console. So from the browser also you can connect it here, but it's not a good way of doing it. But if you click on connect, that is what you'll get it. Guys, why this get Windows password is grayed out here? It's not visible because this is the Linux EC2 instance we have selected. So get Windows password is only for the Windows machines, not for Linux. Okay. And then create template from instance. Do you remember we discussed about template? Let's say I want to launch, let's say 20 same like EC2 instances with the same configuration. Do you go and launch 10 times again with the same step 1 to step 7, selecting all these things? No. So what you do, simply click on, so from which EC2 instance that you want to click create a template, select that and then click on create template. And then call it as here, my Linux template. Give some name. What does it contains? It contains all the configuration what we have selected for the Linux machine, guys. We have selected Red Hat, no? And we have selected T2 micro, we have selected 9am batch, we have selected 1A availability zone, right? And then we have selected existing security group, all the configuration, you have it here. And then you create a launch template, simple. So on the left side, do you see these launch templates? Go there and it is here. So from here, you go and then launch instance from the template, click on it, and then how many EC2 instance that you want to launch, you can go ahead and then launch FUT in one single click. So all these 10 EC2 instance contains the same configuration. And it also see in which availability zone that we have selected, let's say for example 1A. So all your 10 EC2 instances will be launched in 1A only. Right? It's a template, whatever you have the configuration there. And from here, you can use this and you can modify, delete, you can set the versions, you can create spot instances from this template, all these things. Okay, that is on the template. Launch more like this. Guys, you don't want to create a template. Hey, by the way, you created a template that is contain this. Does this contain data? The volumes and all? Volume will be there, but whatever the data I have put it on the Linux EC2 instance here, let's say the data will be there in this launch template. No data will be there. No data will be there. It's only the configurations that you have. Okay, keep that in mind. And here, launch more like this. Now, guys, you don't want to create a template. You want to immediately do it right now. So you want to have the same configuration of this Linux EC2 instance, which availability zone, which key pair, which security group. Guys, now this doesn't make much sense because you have only one default security group. Just imagine if you have five default VPC. Just imagine that you have 5 different VPCs, multiple security groups, multiple subnets, multiple key pairs, multiple stuff, right? And then launching the EC2 instance with exactly your configuration might be difficult, no? Getting the information and all. So if you have like this, simply launch more like this. If you click on launch more like this, directly it will go to, directly you can go and launch immediately how many ever you want with the existing configuration. So these two things are for easy purpose, for launching purpose. Make sense? Getting it, guys? CC? Non-IT? Okay. Sir, what is the need of launch those? Meaning, what is the need of launch those? Meaning? I didn't understood, Alibai. Can you reframe it? You're asking what is the need of launch template? Why template? Alibai. Now you have launched the EC2 instance. This one you have launched it. Okay. You have launched it. Okay. Now I have asked you to launch 20 machines, see, with the same description for the same configuration. Will you go and launch 20 or 50 machines here? Click on launch and then configure everything and launch. Click on configure everything. Yeah, 50 bar karega? 50 times will you do it? No, right? That's the reason you create a template out of it. From that template, you can launch it, no? There is question, why there is 2 option added there? Because both are working same. You mean these two, huh? These two also there is a lot of difference. This one you already created template. This will not create a template. You will do it on spot. Copy paste. You're doing on spot. This one launch create template. You are creating a template. Data will not be there. For these two things, data will not be there. It is just like step 1 to step 7, whatever you have configured, that will be there. Monica. For Linux, we give only username, but not password. But for Windows, Prakash, that's the reason why we have PPK file, Prakash. We have the PPK file, no? For Linux, we have given only username, but not given the password. But for Windows, yes. We have the PPK directly inserted there. Okay, guys. So now instant state. Now I have already showed you how to start and stop the EC2 instance. If you click on reboot, it will be rebooted. If you terminate, FASAC, it will be terminated. But the problem here is only one thing. See, whenever I stop and start, the instant states are changed. Agree? Instant states are changed. But if I reboot it, see, I'm rebooting it. See. Anyways, this is gone. If I reboot it and if I refresh, do you see the instant state is changed? See, guys, if I reboot, instant state is not changed, right? So because rebooting, right, instance, write down, rebooting instant state will not change. And then, guys, if you stop and start, how many times you think that I have stopped and stopped in this, in our session today? Eh? Why Prasanna Kumar saying 45 times? Okay, 4 to 5 times. Okay, let's say I have done it for 4 times. How many hours billing that I get? 4 hours billing, correct? Because whenever the instant state change happen, the billing will count, stop and count those many hours. So if I reboot, the instant state is changed, not changed. If the instant state is not changed, the reboot will be charged. No. If you reboot, there is no bill, no charge. Write down. Okay. Good. So that is the difference between reboot, terminate meaning FASAC. It's terminate meaning completely gone. I'll terminate later. Next is instance settings. Guys, instance settings, you can go and edit the tags anytime. So whatever whatever you have configured, everything you can change it later if at all you want, based on the requirement. Attached to auto scaling group. Did we create any auto scaling group to attach? No. So we'll come back. We'll take separately on this auto scaling. So now you can just not do anything there. Did we attach or replace any IAM roles? Did we attach any IAM role while launching the EC2 instance? No. But there is a certification question here. There is a certification question. Is it possible to attach or replace IAM role while EC2 is running? Answer is yes. Write down. It is possible to attach or replace IAM role while EC2 is running. See, so I can select any blah blah role and then attach it. It is done. If I want to remove that, yes, I can go and remove it. Remove it, meaning no role. Apply it, detach it. I can do that. I can replace it also. So write down that. Okay. And next one here is change instance type. Why it is grayed out? Change instance type. Why it is grayed out? Yes, guys. In order to change the instance type from T2 micro to T2 something else, you need to stop the EC2 instance. So if you stop the EC2 instance, then you can, so let's say right click and then I'm stopping it. So guys, I'm not under FreeTAR, so I'm doing it, but you can do it n number of times, but so I'm stopping it. See, I stopped it. Now I right click and then see change instance type is now visible. Click on change instance type from T2 micro. You can go with the T2 small or don't do that. But if you click on apply, do you see this? Now it is T2 small. But is it possible while do it on runtime? No, you need to stop the EC2 instance and then change the instance type. and come back. So do not start it because T2 small will be charged. So come back to, so can we scale down also? This is how scale up and scale down is happening, guys. Scalability. So I did the scale up, again, I'm doing scale down. So when I, during stop, no, it doesn't charge, Mujib. So when I doing this, my data is lost. My data is not lost. No, we have learned that. Understood? Good. So that is on instance type. Change termination protection. Guys, did we enable the change termination protection? So yes, right? So click on it, and here, let's say, for example, how this will work. See, I'm going and terminating it. See, I'm going and terminating it. So guys, terminate, this option is enabled for me. Yes, terminate is grayed out. See, I'm clicking it and it doesn't work. This is the protection. So if whenever you see this kind of things, so may think that that EC2 instance is very important. So you cannot terminate it. So if you are sure that you want to terminate it, what you should do? You need to go ahead, disable that option. Change termination protection, disable. And then you can terminate it. Now it is blue color. Now I can terminate. Understood? So guys, when the instance is stopped, few options will be enabled. When instance is running, few options will be in disabled state, correct? Like change instance type. So you have to keep that in mind. Change or view user data. Guys, is it possible now? Did we put any user data? No. So whenever we put any user data, so is it possible to do any changes to that user data in the runtime? Doesn't make any sense because that user data will be executed in the boot time, right? So write down, this is a certification question. To edit your instance user data, you first need to stop your instance. You need to stop the EC2 instance and then change it. Okay. These are all the certification questions. And then change shutdown behavior. What was the shutdown behavior that you have selected by launching the EC2 instance? Stop. And if you want to change that to terminate, you can change it to terminate or restart. It's up to you based on the requirement. Change T2, T3 unlimited. This is burstable performance instances. We haven't selected this. Do not enable it. Remember Bulgolink, you will be charged. Don't do that. So in your project, in your real time, whenever you want to do it, you can do it, but not now. Okay. Change Nitro enclaves. These are all not supported. And get system log. Guys, if you click on get system log, you can see all the green stuff here. So guys, these are all the logs when the EC2 instance is getting launched. Correct. So is there any use of this loss for us? You don't see anything here. Let's say for Linux. Oh, there's so many things for Linux. So I want to show you one thing here that we have learned. Where is that? I want to show you one thing here. Guys, do you remember what is the virtualization that AWS is using in the backend? I told you Zen. Do you see this? Right? So detected virtualization Zen. So Zen is the virtualization that that AWS is using in the backend. So we don't see. So if your instance has not launched properly, then this system log might be useful to see it. But make sure that if you see, so that is powered down now. That meaning it is in stop state. Linux EC2 instance in stop state. See, that's why it says power down here. But if you see that ready to log in, that meaning it is ready to log in. See, machine restart happened. When it is happened, everything, you see the logs here. This is for any kind of requirement. These are all you can system log. And then interesting thing is get instant screenshot. What is that? Instant screenshot. This one was there was one funny thing happened when I was working. You know, right? So I have given some downtime to the database machine, saying that hey, team members, I need to install some patches, so it will take 1 hour. So this will be a downtime there. So people said yes, go ahead. So I went and installed the patches inside the EC2 instance. Okay, and it says done. So I sent an email saying that, hey, patching is done. It took only just 15 minutes. Now you can log in. So whenever they are logging it, they could not able to log in. And they started complaining saying that, hey, the machine, we are not able to connect to that machine. When I come here and see the instance state is in running state and 2/2 checks are passed, but still it could not able to log in. Any reason? Any ideas, guys? Why it didn't work? Any reason? No one out of 150 people here. Private IP will change, Varun. IP is not changed. It's same. Security group protocols, port numbers, nothing is changed. It's same. So I'll tell you the answer. See, the problem is they could not able to connect to the EC2 instance. When I come here, I can see it is running and 2/2 checks are passed. But why I'm not able to connect? Guys, whenever you install the patches, I thought that it says installing the patches and completed. But there were so many patches installing backend in the behind actually. Whenever it is installing in each and every package, it is rebooting it. Whenever it is rebooting in the backend, do I see any instant state change here when it is rebooting? No, it is installing the patches and it is rebooting the backend. And when it is rebooting, will you able to connect it? No, I cannot connect it. Correct? So that was the problem, hidden problem that was happening, and we could not find out until all the packages are installed. So in this situation, it was not implemented before. Now they have AWS came up with something called instance screenshot. If you click on it, you can see the face of the EC2 instance. That meaning, is it rebooting or it is something crashed or what is happening? So now it is ready, Control Alt Delete to unlock. That meaning the machine is ready to log in. Whenever a rebooting, it says 1 out of 100 patches are installing, do not power off or something. That messages will be here. It is like a instant screenshot. So by seeing this, you can say that, oh, it is rebooting or it is doing something else in the backend. So it was not there before. Recently, they have added. Understood? So image, I'll take it up later. Networking, guys, anytime can you change the security groups from default to something else to the EC2 instance? Yes, anytime you can change it. Please write down. So in security groups can be changed to the EC2 instance anytime. Security groups can be changed or modified to the EC2 instance anytime. In brackets, write down no downtime required. No downtime required. Yes, on fly. So attached network interface. So this was I was telling about ENI, ETH1, ETH0 and all. So if you want to manage multiple, assign multiple IP address to a single Ethernet card, you can keep on adding it. So this is not required for you now. So you just ignore that. CloudWatch monitoring, will you enable detail monitoring? Don't do that because it will be charged. Alarms, when we go to CloudWatch section, I'll create alarms, not now. So guys, everything is clear except images. Images, I'll take it tomorrow. Other than that, everything is clear. Any questions? Now it's time for tasks. So guys, your task is this. Can you launch Windows Windows EC2 instance and try to connect to it? And can you launch Linux EC2 instance also and try to connect it? Yes. Can you stop and start and reboot the EC2 instance and see the public IP changes or not? Guys, if I reboot, public IP changes or not, can you tell me? I didn't show you the reboot, but I want you to just reboot, see the public IP is changing or not. So now you know how to assign elastic IP and try to stop and start. Yes, disassociate it, create a launch template, and then try to launch an EC2 instance from it, and then review options in action sections, and finally terminate the EC2 instance. While terminating it, if it is protection is enabled, delete that one. Termination protection enabled, you have to disable that first and then delete it. Will you able to do that? And then and another also, guys, shutdown behavior. You test that shutdown behavior. Enable shutdown behavior and log into the EC2 instance and shut down the EC2 instance. See what happens. Okay. Stop and terminate. See what happens. Okay, guys. So these are all the things that you should be the tasks. Okay, I cannot paste it here somehow. You take the screenshot. Put your question here, please, Varun. So guys, I'm telling you, please complete the from today. You'll see so many practicals coming up. So every day you complete it. It doesn't take that doesn't take much time. Okay, please complete it on the same day so that next day so other practicals will be followed. So do not stack it up for the weekend. Till weekend you have so many practicals coming up again. Okay, so this is the main issue or the mistakes that students will do. Students, you guys will not do the practicals every day, and then you sit at the same time, and by the time you will forgot or you know how to do it. That's a problem. So if you want to excel or if you want to be very good in AWS, whatever the practicals that I have given, please complete it on the same day. It doesn't take much time, half an hour or max 1 hour. Or if you have time, aram se do it. Okay, so how to terminate the EC2 instance? See guys, here I'll show you. Right click it and then boom, terminate. See, once you terminate it, shutting down, right? And it'll go to the terminate state. This one also, do not keep and stop state, kill it. Guys, kill it. Pooja, you can go to internet and then just I already showed. Just go to internet and then download Putty. Will get it the link. Okay. Yeah. Just ignore then horror. It doesn't. It just ignore. No issues. It's not mandatory. So guys, if it is terminated, it will not charge. So whenever see the instance state is terminated, it will not charge. So come to the dashboard, refresh it, refresh it, and make sure everything is 0 except key pair and security groups. And you see the instances are 2 here. And if you click on it and it is in terminate state, no issues. This will be there for a few minutes and it will get vanished, disappear automatically. You don't need to worry on that. Okay, na? Super. So will you do this practicals, guys? Excellent. Can you give the final CC for today, guys?